Hey, real quick, if I can grab your attention before we get into the content and have you head into the description where there'll be a link to my sample pack store. This is a great way you can support the channel, get something in return. If you ever found any kind of value from what I do over here and you're an MPC user or an SP44 Mark II user, I specialize in packs for that. I also got some free stuff over there, so please do head over and feel free to download those. All right. Praise y'all, was good. So I am celebrating. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. Got a brand new bundle of joy in my life over the weekend. A brand new daughter. That's the fourth daughter for me. And shout out to everybody who stopped by my post, my community post, you know, kind of celebrating that. I appreciate y'all with the love, coming through with the love. So I wanted to get in and do a stream and just do some beat making with a bunch of my one shots from my sample packs and offer up y'all 50% off everything on the website. So there's a link that's pinned in the chat. So if you guys are interested, everything's going for pretty low. Just had a thought, you know, have a little celebration here. So back home, we just came back home like yesterday. Well, we're in the hospital for, you know, like a couple nights. I mean, just one night. Was it two? I think it was two. Yeah, so we got our brand new little baby. She's beautiful, healthy, everything's good. Took her in for a check today, you know, make sure she checking for jaundice and making sure she's gaining weight healthily, and she is, and no jaundice, looks great. So that's a wonderful thing. So yeah, but I gotta hustle because I got 4 girls and things are about to get crazy. So yeah, come in, let's just kick back, chill. You know, I got a minute. Wife's in there sleeping with the baby, and my other daughter's in the room. And my 2 others, well, they're staying with my mom. I got a great mom. You know, she's very involved, and so they got one last week of school, and they've been staying the last few days over there. Well, you know, we handle everything with the baby at the hospital and all that, so she's been really helpful. And I hope she knows I appreciate her very much. So, yeah. What is good, though? Viral Beats, what's happening? Congratulations. I appreciate that. Be jamming. I appreciate that, fellas. I know y'all are fathers. Boom Bad Streets was good. Yeah, praise Yah. In Jesus' name. I'm with you, bro. Are you a father? I assume you're probably a father, too. I think there's a high chance a lot of people that come around the channel are fathers because every once in a while I look at my analytics and it makes sense. You know, people around my age. So if you have kids, it makes sense. So yeah. But yeah, let's just talk about whatever. Let's talk about what's going on in the NPC world. What's going on with you guys, and just make some stuff. So I got some drums here and kind of doing with my SP. We got some buffering going on. That's not a good thing. Hopefully this is charged. If this isn't charged, I'm pretty screwed because this will keep the stream going. Keep my phone nice and cool. So yeah, it's crazy though. So one thing I've been trying to do, like I made it, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I made it public. I did a couple community posts, maybe one post and like a Facebook post, like stating kind of what my plans for my YouTube channel is within the next year, and what I've decided to do, I'm gonna do my best to stick with it, is really just do songwriting content and motivational mind state content. So and for that I've kind of like been extracting it from like past streams. So my streams are probably gonna be more free, like, you know, I still want to aim to like write songs within the streams, but they're going to be a little more looser. But as far as like the content that I'm making, the videos that are edited videos are going to be either you're going to see a song posted up, or you might see like a breakdown of a song, or it might be making a song, writing a song, or it's going to be like mind state motivation stuff, right? And so far that's been extracted and chopped up from like conversations and streams. So that's what I want to do. What was the point of me saying that? Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna get a sip of something. I had a thought after I was leading up to from that. And I don't know what it was. Oh, right. So it's ironic. I was thinking it's ironic because since I made that a statement, I've been sitting with I'm not gonna say Sam. I've mainly been sitting with my SP a little bit more, and I've been learning new things about it. Where I'm like, oh damn, that'd be great for a video. And so it's kind of ironic because I feel inclined now to make a video on some things that I learned about the SP. But I don't know. I'll probably hold off, or unless I can somehow tie it into a songwriting video or something. Then I don't know. But it's just funny, you know. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like make myself a drum loop, but I'm gonna resample it using the looper. And this is what I've been doing for the last few days when I sit down, because I packed up my MPC Live because I'm actually waiting on a Live 2 retro. Yeah, I've been itching to get one of those again because I had one very briefly, and then I had a Live 2, sold that because I don't know how to make up my mind. I was convinced, I don't need the speakers, this is more portable, but whatever, I'm getting the Live 2 retro. That's what's happening now. And so I'm going to sell the MPC Live. I already boxed it up. It's the Live with the retro skin, and it's actually got some fat pads on it, and I'll probably do a stream about that and show you guys if anybody's out there is interested, just so I can kind of showcase that and put it up on eBay and stuff. Right, we're doing a lot of talking. I'm doing a lot of talking. You guys are just kind of bouncing, I guess. So yeah, I've been spending more time with the SP. So I'm gonna this is what I've been doing, using the looper, but instead of putting it on setting measures, I just set it to free. But I keep the metronome on. So I'll just do it like that. So I'll just try that a couple times. I gotta turn off my mic. Also do a little cassette or something. Didn't like that one. Try it again. Alright, so it's alright that I did too much there, but I'm just gonna copy it out and put it on a pad, and let's see, maybe I'll chop off that last bit. Cause at least I did a last kind of kick crash thing. It's kind of it's a point for me to chop it at. Alright. So this may or may not be the one. I might make a couple of these. Loop it real quick. Save that. It's pretty dirty sound. Let me get BPM on it. 76.72. Let me see. 76.72. Was it 72? 72. Okay. It's alright. I like this workflow though, so taking my one shots and making like my own little break out of it with some of the effects, and then I could just press hold on it while it's looping, and then I could just move over, grab some of these one shots. So these are, let me go up into my one shot packs just so I can show you we're 11 minutes in, so gotta kind of review this for y'all. Most of y'all in here probably heard me talk about this, but you know, I'm trying to get better at shamelessly plugging myself, you know, so I can support what I'm doing here. And yeah, so I've made quite a few different packs. I've probably made more packs than I've made songs. No, let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 packs. It's about equal. Okay, so I got the. Let me see. Yeah, well, I'll come back in here. I got a few of these, and they're all from different packs. Like this one. Let's see. It's from the latest one, Low Integrity 7. Low Integrity 7. A lot of them are from the new pack, Low Integrity 7. Yeah, because these ones that say 404, 303 in the name, they have been sampled through the SP from the Rolling Integra 7. And then these other sounds right here. This one is, and these ones are from 2 other instrument packs. But I got a bundle up there that is just instrument one shots. So if you want to check that out, everything is 50% off. I don't know if I'm gonna do this. I've been liking doing stuff with chromatic mode on the SP, just with the pads. That's one thing I like about the SP is the chromatic mode. It's really simple, but I like how it's laid out better than like my MPC. I don't really, and the reason is I think this. So let me, if I turn this on, right? Yeah, I want C sharp. So I mean, I just like the simplicity of how the SP works with a lot of things versus the MPC. So you turn chromatic mode on, right? So you have every note on the keyboard. Hold up. Where is my octave? Tripping, there's my octave. So and yeah, this is all you need if you want to plug up to an SP, because you got 2 octaves and that's all you get out of the SP, right? But this is one thing I wish the MPC, and the MPC is more powerful in the whole pad perform mode, but this still does things a bit better, right? And I like the fact that I can go like this. I can hold roll. I could just turn this whole knob, right? And I can change. What is it jumping up by? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I don't know why it jumps to that. But I can hold roll and do this incrementally. Is it incrementally? Or shift, is it? Shift. So I can change what note I want at the corner. Right now it's a C, right? But I can change it to C sharp, and I can do it 1 semitone at a time. So like with the MPC, you can't do that. Like it's either it jumps up an octave. And I think that's the most you can do. So you can't put whatever note you want at the bottom left. And that's important when you're switching to like different scales. So see, I'm C sharp. Let's go C sharp. This is what I'm gonna play in. So if all the way goes all the way, -12 right here is C. Okay. But since I'm in C sharp, I want to go up one semitone and bring C sharp here so that I can start counting and making chords. So if I go like this, hold shift and just, go over one. So now -11 is equal to C sharp. So now I'm in the key of C sharp major. I could go like this over here, and with this keyboard, this is great. It's a great keyboard. So I can change this to C sharp major and reflect that, see? Yes. See how it lights up, so that's cool. But yeah, I just like that because I can go, now I can do like the whole, what's called the Nashville number system. And this would be like a 1 chord. Right? Or I can do. So I could build chords like that. You know, I just skip a note and build a triad. So yeah, that's cool. So I like this workflow because before I even, that's one thing that's like kind of I guess a crutch about the SP is the sequencer, because you got to jump in and out and stuff. So I don't have anything sequenced, but it's all good because this is all a basic thing that it does better than MPC, I think. Is so if I got a loop, like you really can't even on the MPC loop anything unless you sequence it, pretty much, right? Or if you're holding a pad, but I can go boom, I have it on loop. And so now it's pretty much like I got a sequence going, and I can move in here, turn this on, you know? So I'm like building ideas. That's what I like about this. Like you can quickly come up with some ideas. I kind of like that. So boom, I'm gonna go into the sequencer and just loop, put this into a sequence. Hold on, what tempo are we at? 83, that's fine. That'll work, I guess. Yeah, let's see. I might change it. Alright. Let's see how that loops. That loops fine. That loops fine. Let me duplicate it. Well, actually, I'll wait. Let me see. One thing that's cool about this, I love about this keyboard, these launch keys, is I sort of got transport control. I can't record, but I can play and stop. And I can be over here already outside of. I just be selecting something new, you know, and then play. It's like that. and I'm not even in the sequencer, so that's fire, right? But I could be playing them. Boom. That's not gonna work. All right, let me try that again. Let me just restart everything. Okay. All right, so what I got to do is I got to turn off quantize when I'm recording in my instrument parts. All right. All right. That's one thing that's so weird about this is I don't know why it still records external sources like a MIDI part. That's goofy. I don't know if people use that strategically for something, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Definitely not something that I want in there. So let me go redo that again. I know. Bear with me. All right. Shoot. I kind of don't want these drums. Like might want to do some other drums. Hold on. Let me loop up some other drums real quick. See if I can get something cooler. Probably similar, but something cooler. Where's my free option? That's weird. Oh, I gotta delete this first. Man, sloppy, but all right, let's not get overly carried away. Let me try one more. Let me try. If it doesn't work, then I'll just use this original one, but I want to get that. Let me go a little slower. Might be easier. Okay. All right, whatever. I think that's the point of me making these, is like these little loops without actually programming my drum, so that I get more of a kind of a loose vibe. So let's see how it sounds. Let me get this auto 74.80. Let me double check it. 74.8. Okay. All right, let's go with it. What's up, fellas? Let's see what y'all talking about out here. So my SP push 3 standalone. Is that what the SA meant? And my bass guitar. I'm just rocking iPad, MacBook, and Torso S4. Crazy how that's going. I mostly sequence my drums. This is going to be a little bit repetitive. The World Needs a Hero was good. Alright, let's keep going. Let me see if I can do something. That might be kind of repetitive, but I'm just going to go with it. Okay. Here we are. Trying to be a dad. Let me make this duplicated. Make it 4 bars. There's only 2 right now. will it take before I learn? Listen to my father get burned. Yeah, tryna be a dad in this. I gotta do that again. Yeah, Come on, Roland, give us 32 undos at least. So I gotta go in here and delete that. No. Yeah. Okay, copy this. Oh. Okay. No. Okay. I want to grab some out of. Let's see. Let's go to my vinyl sample. Give it some real dirt. My vinyl one shots. Vinyl one shots. Let's talk though. What's going on out there? Let's geek out. Be jamming. Tell me more about that torso, man. I've seen that thing. Looks interesting, but I don't know much about it. You still out there, brother? So any of you guys mess with the MPC3 software? Thoughts on that? The desktop software? Yeah, just trying to get it good. Alright. Get this going. Always like a shakuhachi, a good shakuhachi. Always appreciate a good shakuhachi or kind of nay. That's filthy right there. I call that a filthy spinet. Okay. So this is the 100% vinyl lifted samples instrument sounds. I'm proud of this one. Like, I don't know how much you can use this for full productions. Maybe to add a little flavor, like a little spice, dirty ass spice. Excuse me. But I am proud of it because there's something about, and I've gotten rid of all my vinyl. Like, I'm not even trying to do vinyl no more. I don't have a turntable. I don't have records. But damn, I feel tempted to sometimes go back. You know, sometimes when I watch videos, people are using vinyl. It's like, it makes me want to get vinyl again. And I was watching one dude's video. He does MPC videos. I'm not sure where he's from. He's got an accent, though. I know he's somewhere in overseas, not in the States. At least from my perspective, because of the accent. But he did a video where it was like, the topic was like a drum break, right? And it just reminded me of the days when I used to hunt down like samples and how I would feel like I found gold when I would find, not drum breaks specifically, but when I would find like an open kick or an open snare or an open hi-hat. Like that feeling to me, like, I don't know, it can't be beat. You know, maybe y'all can relate. It probably sound crazy to anyone outside of this scope of this, you know, what we do. But to me, man, because I developed an ear like where I could hear it could be a song playing and then you can hear an open hat. All of a sudden there'll be like an open hi-hat or an open kick, and you could catch it and you bring it back and then boom. Yes, I was not wrong. There's a kick here, there's a snare here. Because I mean, sometimes it'd be easy and it'd be at the intro, or you might get like a song might start with a fill, and you can, you know, get a few different sounds out of it. You might be able to get a kick, a tom, a snare, a hi-hat out of a fill at the intro of a song. But after a while of like listening to records, you'll know how to pull them out the center, like the middle of a song, and like you'll hear it, and like sure enough, that feeling was like gold. So I said all that to say, I guess I'm proud of this pack because this is also something that's not necessarily easy to compile. It takes a lot of listening because you got to be able to differentiate when something is like a chord is being played. But I found all these samples and they're dirty, right? They're real dirty, but they're not chords. They're sustained notes for the most part. Some of them are short, but they're individual notes that you can play like an instrument, you know? So, like, that's crunchy. You see how dirty that is? You can't make that up. Like, that's a dirty record. Like, that's not through no vinyl sim or nothing. That's a dirty record. Like, that one's pretty clean, but this one, man, that's dirty. Maybe I'll replace some of these other ones with these. Okay, I'm gonna just put some of these other ones in here and just play around. Long trombone. As a vocal. Let me put that. Violin. And this pack you can get on the website. I think it's normally just $7, maybe. So it's like $3.50 right now. you got a nice like opera. That's a long sustained note right there. Got a little piano note. Dang, that's a long sample. Huh? Oh, now I missed my records. Because I started to collect records. I would look for records that are just albums that are like one instrument, and I think I had a few like wind type instruments where that's all it was. So when you grab those kind of records, it's easier to find these kinds of sounds. Wisdom violin. What's going on, Chuck? World Needs a Hero recently purchased our Arturia Keylab Mark III 61 Ableton, so I've been on that joint. That's what's up. Alright, did y'all notice that I heard that the Astrolab, Arturia made the Astrolab 88 key version, so I think it was months ago that there was a leak about that, and I think there was in that leak there was a mini, so if that comes out, then I would definitely grab that because I was interested in trying the Astrolab. But I just don't want a 61 key keyboard. But something mini would be dope. I think B Jammin', I think you were saying you were interested in an Astrolab too if it was a mini. Are you still in here, bro? You been paying attention to the Arturia news? Still rock with the MPC 1 Plus though. Okay. So yeah, I'm waiting on a Live 2 retro. Figure it might be it's probably gonna be till December. Not December, I think September till we see a new MPC. I think that's the latest. So I don't know, I'm like B Jammin'. I don't really hold on to gear too long, but I do want to, and I say it a lot of time, like I'm gonna keep this one this time. But like I'm definitely like I'm an aspiring minimalist, so I don't like to have a lot of gear. And but the smart thing for me would be to just use my MPC Live 2 retro that's coming, just one MPC, and I'd be a lot more productive because while this thing is fun and I want to try it, I still have yet to finish a whole song on this because it's just a lot more work. It can be done, right? And I'm not one that's super like too concerned with mixing, so like I can make a song and leave it raw, and that's not the problem. The whole mixing part problem is the workflow is it's not impossible. It's just not more efficient than just using an MPC. So the smart thing for me to do would just be use my MPC. But yeah, so I do have a bunch of stuff that I'm probably gonna sell, and I'll put that up later. I think I'm gonna sell a lot of my Sonicware samplers, the Lo-Fi 12XT, and the other one, the Sample Trek, and I got 2 wood stands for it. I got a case and all that. I think I'm gonna put them in as a lot and sell them together. And then I've thought about selling this again because that's how I am. I'm like B Jammin'. I don't know if B Jammin' is gonna end up grabbing himself another Roland SP again eventually, but like what I'm gonna do is I think this will probably be the last thing I do on my SP for a minute, and I don't want to sell it, but I'm gonna put it in the box and put it away and wait. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna be sitting around waiting. I'm gonna be making music on my MPC because that's the most efficient thing for me to be doing. All right, and I'll be doing songwriting content and videos like song breakdowns and all that, and the point of me doing that, like saying I want to do songwriting content for a year, and then the mindset motivation is because, well, I want to strengthen my mind for one, and push through and get better at these songs. So I know when I dedicate myself to one thing, I can get a lot better at it. You know, I did it. I'm not the best finger drummer, but I'm pretty decent, like I'm decent, and I've developed it enough to be able to use it in the context of making beats and be more efficient and faster at making beats. So, and I took a year, like I revamped my whole workflow of the way I create beats centered around finger drumming. And I did that for a year. And I actually did that before I started posting on YouTube. So it was twofold, because I did it because I wanted to get really good at finger drumming. And then I also wanted to practice making content to eventually make content on YouTube. So I was just doing like finger drumming beats and posting like little short videos on Instagram. So like, I think there's really something to that when you decide, like, you know, the saying that people say, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? But I mean, this is a hobby, right? It's a hobby for me. I make a little money for it. But what was my point? My point is, like, I think putting all your eggs in one basket sometimes can benefit you. Like, you know, trying to be a jack of all trades. I mean, there's a time for everything, but yeah, man, like if you could niche down, you know how they say, like, if you're a content creator, some of you like to create content, you always hear niche down, right? So kind of use that just as a way of learning something. When you want to learn something, don't try to do too many different things. Like, just zone in on it. And that's, I think, what I'm trying to do again, but with songwriting. So, and yeah, I mean, I did it for like 3 months, and that was the point. That was the turning point for me, where I stopped making content really, and just zoned in on trying to develop a process of writing songs where I was comfortable, where I had a formula, really a template, you know, of the way I go about things. And so that I want to take that even further, right? Take it even further and start building off of that, because my productions have been pretty like simple. Although I think that's a good thing, keeping it simple too. That's a philosophy I've acquired and taken along with me, is try to keep things simple. But I still think like things could be better, right? So that's where I'm at. Where are we at with this? Wanted to play around with get some of these. Look at this dirty. I need a bass. Yeah. I thought it was doing it. Guess I don't have a light anymore. 8-Bit Hustler was good. Yeah, man. I can't take credit for the design though. But yeah, I always mess with the dude out of Russia. I think he's from Russia. Power X Design makes a nice skin. I heard an intro to Dua Lipa track that had a nice drum break, so I bought the vinyl and sampled it. Fun stuff. Cool. Dua Lipa. Speaking of, I wanted to mention that some of the YouTube channels that I've come across. I came across a cool one today. It's called, I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's called And the Writer Is. So this guy just does interviews with like artists. The one I was checking out right now is with Russ. I like to hear about what he does because that's kind of like I try to use a bit of what he's doing as a template when I went about doing like a song a month. And I'd like to get to that point. Like he talks about doing a song a week and just like blowing up that way. You know, something you had to be consistent with and keep going. And, you know, the results then kind of came at some point, you know. Still a lot of hard work and consistency. But you said Dua Lipa, so it reminded me of a show that I was going to start watching because I think she was on the first episode. It's on Netflix. It's called Song Exploder. I think it like goes down and breaks down like how songs were written and like the artist's thought process on a specific song. So yeah, I want to get into that, checking stuff out like that. And like if you want to output you want results in a certain area, I think you should, like the input needs to change too, you know what I mean? So I think I consciously had to, and every once in a while I'll go back, but I had to consciously kind of turn off the gear content because that will definitely increase the gas and have you thinking about that more so. And then at one point I was just looking up songwriting and like subscribing to all these channels that are centered around that. You know what I mean? So just some food for thought. And that's exactly what it is, man. The input, the food you put in determines what comes out. So let's see what else y'all are talking about. Filthy. Very interesting. A lot of off-key outsider music kind of sounds. What do you mean by outsider music with the quotations? Funk Soul, what's good? I don't use kits for years now. I just rip shit from everywhere. But the Integra 7-pack and even your drum one shot looks kind of legit to me. For sure, I appreciate it. And I was speaking about vinyl too. Like, there's one kit in there. I don't know if I have it on this SP right now. Lifted up vinyl drums. So this has, let me see how many folders. I got a fills folder, hi-hats, kicks, percussion, and snares. So this was kind of that, what I was just exactly talking about from like the age of 18 forward. I don't know when I stopped compiling these sounds. But these are all vinyl lifts that I picked up, sampled myself, probably through an MPC 1000 or 500. And that's what I was talking about too, like a lot of the like intros to songs. So this is good stuff because you can chop a few different things out of this. They got toms there. Maybe a kick there. Got some snares. Got a kick. Kicking hats. Yeah, I gotta go back and grab some of these toms because I've been incorporating toms into my finger drumming kits lately. And it's a good source for that. So yeah, I'll have to revisit this. So this pack, I think this one is, I'm only asking like $5. Let me see. So it might be like $2.50 right now. I don't know if this is the one you were talking about, but let me go ahead and look real quick. See if I even have it up here. See, yeah, so like I stole these sounds. That's a whole kit right there that has drum one shots and instruments. And you can load it all up on the SP. Vinyl one shots, that's the one I was just going through. $3.50, so $5 for that. $3.50. I stole these hats. That's a cool one. That's how I'm gonna build. I'll continue to build my kits like this because you got starting with a drum break and like chopping the hats out and making a layered kit is good. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to base things around that, but I'm gonna start incorporating the toms. I stole these breaks. I never wanted to ask very much for that because it was an experiment, and I think I'm gonna start doing some more of my breaks now that this is a workflow that I'm coming to like, making a break before I start making, because I think like when I have a break, it inspires me more, but I don't necessarily want to go grab someone else's break because I feel like I'm really leaving a big part out of what I'm doing. Because I don't really shoot like, cause my songs are like really simple, right? Like I got a drum beat, I got a sample, I got a bass line, I got my vocal. That's like, so like if I'm skipping the whole, even just making the drum pattern, then I guess I feel like I'm not really doing too much. So, yeah, I'm going to try this in the MPC, man. I'm super excited. I'm going to have my MPC tomorrow. And it's super clutch too that it's coming in because Like I've been sitting on the couch and I've never done this and I've never, the whole idea of sitting on the couch and the speaker is going to come in like super clutch because I think I'm going to be sitting there with one hand on my MPC while I'm holding my daughter, my newborn, and the other sitting on the couch, and I could just turn the speaker on. So I guess I won't really be able to finger drum, but at least I can mess around a bit. But yeah, I want to take this little workflow. So what I'll do in the MPC is like have my kit and then like put air flavor on there and then resample myself doing a beat, a little drum beat or something, and then chop that, loop that, chop that, because I feel like that's more inspiring than just trying to play chords. Like, I mean, that works sometimes and it can be fun, like you play your progression or whatever, or have your chops. Also, this also applies to when you're doing sample chops. I like to have a break going. It can be helpful. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. Like, that's one thing I like about having different machines is, like, discovering new ways of working on a machine just because it just gives you a different palette, like, that challenges your approach. And then, and being like, oh, I'm going to take this, I'm going to go do this over here, Like, if it wasn't for the SP, like, I used to think this whole pattern thing was weird. And like I really desired to have tracks, but then it made me realize how redundant tracks are and unnecessary. Like even on the especially on the MPC, because the MPC you can mix your pads individually, so really your pad is a whole track. You know what I mean? Because you can still put the 4 inserts on it, and you can turn the volume down. So since I started working on the SP, and everything is on like one pattern, like I don't even trip about having like I used to, like my kicks and my snares and my hats all separated on different tracks. I kind of find that actually to be inefficient. And so now, since I practice finger drumming, I can get the beat down on one track and my beat stays on one track. And I don't trip about that. I don't trip about it at all because I can do the individual mixing per pad and then do the bus mixing on either on the drum program itself, or I can send those drums out to a submix. So it's like irrelevant. Tracks are irrelevant. It's like because drum programs itself is like a container. So you have like, that's one little hack is that you have your drum program is its own submix in a way, and then you can submix it out into another submix and whatever. Though that's the point. Though I like the fact I like to have different machines because it does inspire different workflows that you can take back and forth. Yeah. So. Yeah, I was looking forward to see if I don't know if it's even here. It is. Yeah. So yeah, the vinyl drum pack that I'm just going through right now is only $2.50 and $2.50, man. And this is so much. I guess it's not a lot, but it was a lot of my time and discovery and really a joy. I think I really love this thing, this whole creating and sampling and finding sound. So this pack has 48 kicks, 48 snares, 48 hi-hats, 48 fills, and then 75 percussion. Let me just go through some more of the other ones. Some of the sounds, I'll just kind of go through them. These are hi-hats. Okay. Oops. And then kicks. Some dirty, filthy kicks. me get back to the chat, fellas. See what's going on with you. My chat just disappeared all of a sudden. The movie philosophy is next level. What was that? I forget what we were talking about. Check it out, 8-bit. Funk, I might just watch again today. Okay, is that a movie? Same here. I found it on YouTube last time, bro. Oh, okay. I missed a bunch of the chat. Ghost Dog. Oh, yeah. I missed a whole bunch of the chat. My bad. Respect the process. I hear a lot of stuff producers have to just get over during their journeys, I feel. I just enjoy the community. The process or journey is the destination, for sure. Yeah, man, I like it over here. It's a good time. Haven't touched my sample track in months. I think it's time to get rid of it. Same with my PO33. Yeah, and I'd love to keep them, because I've already done that a few times with my sample track stuff. But I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be doing any more updates. I feel like the SP might still continue to do some updates. But I don't know. SimCity was good. Really woozy vibes. I'm feeling it. Ghost Dog. I remember Ghost Dog. Yeah. We doing with Forrest Whitaker. And that was wasn't that like RZA's first score? Just trying to capture and share that fleeting moment or feeling of where you're at, your headspace, I suppose, is the end goal. I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's a nice introspect about it. Yeah, I don't remember the film too much. I mean, sort of. I don't remember the beat at the intro, but heck yeah, maybe I'll check it out again. The name is definitely ringing a bell. Please check it out. You know what I still really haven't watched is the Kill Bill series. I've seen bits and stuff, but I've never sat down and watched either of those Kill Bills. And then I wanted to check out, RZA did, I think he produced that whole movie. Was it The Man with the Iron Arm or something? I guess we're all watching it tonight. Maybe. Let's all do a watch party. Nah, that'd be a way to get my stream demonetized if I put it up. I could really put it up right now, though. Probably find it on YouTube and just stream it from the iPad right there. But nah. Funk Soul. Raul, you got the chillest content on YouTube, in my opinion, bro. Just jams and OBS. Thank you. Right on, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been a little journey, trying to figure out what it is I'm doing here and what I'm doing. I'm still trying to figure it out, and I think that's what I'm doing. So I'm not taking it too seriously. Where I'm not trying to be this polished kind of, you know what I mean? Where I'm just a business and selling a bunch of stuff. Although I am selling stuff, it's more of hey, check this out. I made this, and I made it for myself. And maybe I want to check it out, and you know what I mean. So hold on, I gotta go check what's going on with the baby. Is this a baby or I think that might be my 4-year-old. Let me play the beat for a minute. Till I learn, don't listen to my father, eventually get burned. I'm trying to be your dad. So what really sucks is I got this newborn, right? And like the same time, like two of my daughters picked up some kind of virus. They really just kind of been having some fevers and mostly these wet coughs and like sore throats. So it's like really weird timing. And so my daughter was coughing. She's in the other room, but and having to tell them, they're excited to see their baby sister. Like you can't, you gotta kind of keep your space. So that's just kind of scary. Like you want to avoid a newborn baby catching any kind of thing. So yeah. I've seen bits of Kill Bill, 8-bit. I've seen bits of it, but I don't know for some reason. And I like the Tarantino stuff, right? I do. Like one of my favorite movies is probably is the Once Upon a Time in Mexico. And I definitely like the vibes and like, the soundtrack, that RZA does. He got it's the lo-fi kind of vinyl hip hop stuff though. So that shit's cool. And I'm kind of interested in watching stuff for that, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't been. This just happens with me sometimes. I just can't like sit still. Like if I have an opportunity, I'm more likely trying to be here doing this kind of thing over the years. That's always what I've spending most of my time on. So I don't know why. I just the case with some things. Like there's a lot of like famous movies. Like I fell asleep. It was a late night. I was trying to watch The Shining for the first time. I've never seen, and that's one of those movies. Actually, my phone might overheat soon, guys. So we'll probably ending this soon. But yeah, there's movies like that. What's another one? So I've seen the sequel to The Shining, Doctor Who. Is it not Doctor Who? Forget what it's called. Y'all seen that one? Came out a few years ago. And that's a good movie, but I never seen The Shining. Yeah. So. What was I gonna say? Let's see. What's my new goal? I need to go out and get myself a new USB cable to get my camera running, my side view camera. Trying to figure out what my goals are, what I'm gonna do in the next 8 weeks, because I'm home. That's a cool thing. I got a job. I got a decent job, and I should have PFL coming soon. You know, FMLA, Family Medical Leave Act, PFL, Paid Family Leave. So, got my whole paycheck supplemented, or not necessarily supplemented, but taken covered. Should be. I just put my forms in and all that. Yeah, I'll be here to bond with my new child, and my kids are getting out of school after Friday, and so I'm trying to just think about what my goals are. So songwriting, content, mind state, motivation. It's funny because I'm editing a video, like a mind state thing, trying to see if I have a video out of it. But I took a live stream from after it was like last year, like around summertime, the end of summertime, where I was talking about a struggle I had in the summer, where I had trouble even getting anything done because I wasn't ready for the situation. Like, the situation was my two eldest daughters had been in school for the first time, both of them. And so for a while, during the daytime, I was actually pretty productive. And then I didn't really have anything set up for them. So they were home mostly. So most of the time was wrapped around that. And so I was actually really disappointed because it hadn't crossed my mind to kind of develop a plan around that and adjust. So I was just kind of yeah. So yeah, I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Probably gonna wrap this up in a second. Just thinking. Okay, hear me out, y'all. Skateboarding and beat making to me are very similar. Both are more or less art, but falling 100 times just to get to a trick on lock, etc. They both capture flow states. That's what's up. I mean, that's a good thought. I never really got into skating like that to have any insight, but so I see definitely some parallels between Kill Bill 1 and Ghost Dog. All right, for sure. I need to go. Maybe I should just watch Kill Bill. Watch it with King. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Sorry, I'm either onto something or just totally gone. Flow State sounds like a good title for a song. Damn, my daughter's cough sounds like it's getting worse. Hold on. Back. Trying to be a dad, they don't listen. Trying to be a dad, they don't listen. The thing about my kids is like, no matter where they fall asleep in the house, they'll end up like in our room. They'll like sleepwalk and like go lay in our room. And the daughter, you just hear the one I'm talking about, hear her coughing. I just heard her coughing, so I got up, and sure enough, she went and laid down in our room, like right by the baby. So I was like, that's not something I can be having. Her laying down next to her and like coughing on her and stuff. She's only like, 3 days old now. I never learned. Listen to my father get burned. Trying to be a dad. Shit's bad. Alright, well, I'm going to take care of my daughter here. I'm going to wrap it up because my phone's overheating anyways. So I appreciate you fellas. You here in the background. I'm going to get off here. Thanks for kicking it with me. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all blessed. Keep on running with it. Keep on running with your dreams.